And we are live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to BWTM Sports. The sports channel is up and running, as we know. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, the share button. Let everybody know that we are about. Oh dear. So, Jamie Carragher, former Liverpool defender, current or was Sky Sports pundit, who never short of a word or two. As a pundit, you usually are not short of a word or two. He's driving his car, and looks like he's getting a little bit of abuse or a bit of banter from someone in the car, from what I see. And the next minute, he's rolling down his car window. I thought he'd maybe stick a finger up at someone, or he'd, have a conversation. But he actually opens his mouth and spits in the direction of the car. And it's the most revolting thing, in my opinion. I think when you are in a position of public profile, and he has been for years, there are things you just cannot do. You know a lot about a person, not when the camera's on them, but when the camera's off them. You know a lot more about a person's character. The things they think, the things they know are wrong. They know are wrong, and they know that if they do it in front of the camera, they're going to get in trouble for it. They can lose their job for it. They can lose their livelihood. They could lose their, lose their reputation, the false reputation, the illusion. But for someone to turn around and spit violently, that's no mistake. That's not an accident. He didn't accidentally. He deliberately rolled his window down and spat at the individual. It's revolting. It's disgusting. And a couple of questions I've got to ask Mr. Carragher. Question number one is, if that was a football supporter, or let's say that was a Man United supporter, and it was a Liverpool supporter giving him jip, and the Man United supporter rolled the window down and spat in the direction of the Liverpool supporter's car, what would Jamie Carragher be saying on Sky Sports? Oh, that's disgusting. This should happen. Okay. So, if a football player turns around and spits in the face of a fan, is that acceptable? No, it's not acceptable. It's not acceptable for one human being to spit at another human, full stop. The fact that you are a media person who thought you got away with it, that's the other thing. He probably thought, I'll spit at them and get away with it. And now he's saying he's sorry. Why are you saying you're sorry? Are you saying you're sorry because you genuinely are sorry? Or are you saying sorry to keep your job? Because you wasn't sorry when you rolled the window down. You wasn't sorry when you spat at the person. And you wasn't sorry when you drove off. You weren't remorseful at those points. And Carragher's not just one. He's one of many people that do things in the dark. And when it comes to light, they try and back up. That's the sort of society we're in today, with people who act one way in front of a camera when they're in front of a camera. And as soon as the camera's not on them, the real character comes out. I'm glad Carragher's got caught. I really am. I really am glad he's got caught. And the fact that Sky Sports have suspended him, I mean, maybe they're suspending pending some sort of investigation, but that's an immediate sackable offence. There's no... What goes further to this is, if you allow this man to stay at Sky Sports, that image has gone around the world. There are adults that have seen that. There are young people that look up to. There are some young people that look up to Jamie Carragher, and already is spitting going on in the sport. If it's not clamped down now, it's going to be acceptable for people to be rolling down windows and spitting, and it's not on. He needs to be fined, he needs to be sacked, and he needs to be made an example of. It's not acceptable. If you or I did it, and a police officer happened to be driving in a car going past, and we did that, we would be getting fined. I don't know if we would go to jail for it, but we certainly would get fined for it. It's unacceptable behavior. It's disgusting, foul behavior, not just for Carragher, but for anybody to roll your window down and spit. It's disgusting. And how people are defending it, I've got no idea. Kylie Sauerland says, what's a bit of flop? It's all part of the game. Mr. Banter between Carragher and Neville. I was kissed off that they let Andy Gray and Martin go. Well, bit of banter. I met Richard Key's son, and he was set up. He was set up. They both were set up. So I can believe that. Giving Neville some ammunition now, ain't he? Haha. Mate, what do you reckon? They'll get in. They'll get in if he gets the chop. Nah, I don't think they'll come back. I can't see them coming back. I don't know who will fit his place. I'm thinking now. I don't know. I don't know. They know they're Liverpool. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. Maybe Sammy Hippier. He's not bad. He's not a bad pundit, Hippier. Mate, what's it? Uncle Burnt, catastrophic. He's only sorry because he got caught. Absolutely. Absolutely. He's only sorry because he got caught. Carragher, great comment there, DJ Slick. Carragher spitting, bad. Filming on your phone while driving on the motorway with your kid in car, worse. Yes. 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 I can't defend that. But I say this much. It's not acceptable. But think about this. Had we not had that video footage, Carragher would have been speeding down the road, would have probably got into office, told his mates, yeah, I saw this right idiot down the road, and I spat at him. He was giving me some jits, so I went, I spat at him. So you can imagine he's probably going, right? I can't imagine Carragher going into the office or going to his mates going, you know what? I made a real big mistake today. I spat at some scum today. I can't imagine Carragher. I can't imagine that mindset. I can imagine more saying, I spat at some scum today. Scum Liverpool supporters, whatever, or Arsenal supporters, whatever. I can't imagine him with anyone who's got a mentality to open their mouth and spit like that. Well, that's a mentality that is gutter for me. Well, Juve got Juve. He got punished for it, didn't he? It is a criminal offence to do what he did to a girl who is a minor, under 16 years old. Jimmy the Hat. Wow. Yes. Well, I didn't see the whole video. All I saw is him open his mouth and spitting, and in the car, I didn't see the rest of it. So I heard it was a 14-year-old girl it happened to. I didn't see all of it, but I saw enough to see it's Carragher's face. He spat at the car. He rolled the window. He actually rolled it down, looked, and gave it a good. He got his mouth ready and spat. I mean, hope they don't get Lampard in. Oh, jeez. No. J124 says, I think I speak for most men when I say that I wouldn't be laughing if someone spat in my close relative's face. I understand that as well. But it's not nice. It's not acceptable. But then this is just a society we live in today. Unfortunately, people think that they can get away with what they get away with. And there are many people who probably sit down and they think they did something. And it's not just in sport. They got away with it, or they think they got away with it. They're under the impression, I did this. And they go and tell their mates, I did this, and I did that. And they don't think there are repercussions. For Carragher, his repercussions are coming pretty quickly. I don't see how Sky can keep him in post. I really don't. In your opinion, would you keep Jamie Carragher in at Sky? Would you have sacked him straight away? I don't know. Maybe there's some system where they've got to, they can't just sack him like that. They have to have some sort of a system before they sack him, like a procedure. Or they have to suspend him, send him in gardening leave while they investigate. I mean, really, what is there to investigate? He opened his mouth, you verify it's him, he spat. I mean, what's going to happen now? Legal people are going to get involved? Oh, well, Start getting solicitors involved, and they'll start lying. Solicitors will say, "What? No, he didn't spit. He didn't actually spit." I don't know. Not good. Not defend Carragher, but guy filming whilst driving, not good. And guy is getting 6 points on license. Yeah, good. Carragher should have done better. What, he should have done better. He needs a saliva contest to do for the Slobber Cup Awards. And listen, you say that, the way as twisted as it is, there will either be some meme, or maybe they'll ask Diouf what he thought of the spitting, how good a spit it was, or there'll be some PR stunt, some PR think tank somewhere's going to spin this round, thinking to themselves, I wonder if we can get Diouf and Carragher spitting at one another. That might be interesting. It's how sick this world is today that people will do something like that. Jason Cundy, yeah. Yeah, Jason Cundy would be interesting. Any live boxing videos this week? Yeah. Come on, J124, get with the program. Look at the channel. From what I watched, the Man United fan was just having a bit of soft banter. He wasn't abusing Blue's career. Yeah, that's true, Jimmy. I totally agree with you there. I mean, it seemed to me, from what it seemed, he was giving a bit of banter. He was saying, you lost at it. That's what it seemed. He was a bit of banter. I thought Carragher was going to wind the window down and say, okay, mate, fair enough, fine. You know, maybe he would have, stuck his finger up at him or something. But even if he did that, that's just as bad. I mean, he could just roll the window down, stuck a thumb up and gone, all right, mate, and then rolled the window up and kept driving. Now that all right, mate, could have meant 1,001 things. He couldn't have got in trouble with that. But for him to do that, his public relations, his whole career is up in smoke, I think, now. It's done. If you were to ask Prince Nazim Hamid now, what he'd think is, he's done, he's finished, he's done. I'd love to have Prince Nazim Hamid right now in Sky Sports Studios. He'd go, that boy is done, he's done. Well, could you imagine if, never mind Prince Nazim Hamid, could you imagine if Adam Smith was watching that and he had to have his opinion? We apologize for the spitting. We apologize for the spitting from JB Carragher. It'd be quite funny. Slippy G and Spotty C. Adrian Durham. Oh, God. Can you imagine Adrian Durham? Oh, dear. Any thoughts on the rumours linking Ingram Jones with a Sky Sports job replacing Jamie Carragher? I don't think so. I don't think so. You should more listen to the rumours that BWTM Sports becoming an online TV station. That's something you should be looking more into rumours about that. They need Cantona in there. Oh, yes. Hello, people. How are things doing? Hello, my friend from Brazil. Hope you're well. What time is it in Brazil at the moment? Durham. LOL. Imagine Durham. No chance. No, I won't want him. Now's on Sky. Mouth watering. Ha ha ha. Inglewood. Now's with Brock. Alan Smith. Yeah, that was a real mouth-watering spit there, Carl. As he's jealous of that mouth-watering contest. What we need is somebody to interview Adam Smith and ask him the question, what were your thoughts on Jamie? I would ask him, what were your thoughts on Jamie Carragher's spit? Did you think his mouth was, what do you think it was mouth-watering? That'd be interesting. Oh, well, we at Sky will find that very unacceptable behaviour. And there'll be no bias at Sky tonight. Okay, Adam. 6 p.m. in 6 p.m. in Brazil. Nice. Very nice. I want to go to Brazil one day. While I'm at it and while we're here, I could put another video up, but I won't. You know, when I talked to you about back in the day, Terence Crawford, Keith Thurman, you know, and we brought you Bermane Stiverne before he won the world title, Alexander Usyk before he won the world title. Now we're going to talk to you about another guy who I met personally. Isaac Dogba challenging Jesse Magdaleno for the WBO Super Featherweight Championship of the World. An amazing fight coming up soon. And if you haven't already, watch the video, check out the video of Isaac Dogba. A lot of people are not giving him any props at the moment. Not people are not paying attention. And look. I want you all to take a look at the media outlets that are not following Dogba at the moment. Right? Dogba, he is from Ghana, but he was raised in the UK. Okay, he was raised in the UK, so he's as British as they come. But he's close to his Ghanaian roots, and there's nothing wrong with that. So he'll be going to the ring fighting under his Ghanaian roots and his British roots. Really no much differently to Dillian White, who born in Jamaica but fights under the British flag. You know, so need to get behind Isaac Dogba when he fights Jesse Magdalena, because he's a very talented fighter, far more talented than a lot of the fighters that you see on Matchroom or Box Nation shows. Far more talented. This guy is genuinely a top-class fighter, and we need to get behind Isaac Dogba. If you're a Brit, get behind Isaac Dogba. If you're Ghanaian, get behind Isaac Dogba. If you're a fan of boxing, get behind Isaac Dogba, a talented fighter. And yeah, you need to check him out and look at him. And you could say you heard it here first on BWTM Sports. So we're not jumping on the bandwagon. We're not going to wait until the guy becomes a world champion to then back him and start sticking cameras up in his face. Give the man his credit. Isaac Dogba is a very good fighter. We covered him before on the channel. So just look it up, Isaac Dogba, BWTM. If not, just look at the Isaac Dogba interview. And you'll see the link we spoke to him before. Check it out. Very interesting interview with him and his father. They are... Their father and the son are like Angel Garcia and Danny Garcia, not like Chris Eubank Jr. and Chris Eubank. Dogba can actually fight. We've seen what he can do. Skilled, very good, talented fighter. You know, and another story I want to tell. Last week we were at the Brixton Recreation Centre, and there's some guys down there playing, some little boys playing football, and the coach came along. And the coach sat them down. Dogba had his WBO interim belt on him, or over his shoulder. I recorded little bits of it, and I may play that. I may put that on the channel, depending on the quality of it. And because I only had like a couple of minutes left on my phone, and he sat down and he spoke to all these young boys in the community of Brixton who were playing football. Sat them down in the Leisure Centre, spoke to him about his career, and the kids there for around 10 to about. There was a kid there was about 15. So it was an after-school thing. And they were all asking questions about what was his toughest fight. Listen, some of these kids were asking better questions than were being asked on your general interviews. They're asking, like, what was his toughest fight? Who hit him the hardest? You know, what inspired him to box? You know, lots of really good questions from kids that are 10 and 11 years old. I was like, wow. What would he done if he wasn't boxing? How did he go about winning the belt? What's his favorite punch? So you need to check that out. Isaac Dogba, check him out. Have a look at the interview. I'm not just saying it to get views. I'm saying it because there's an opportunity for us to be a part of something special. Should he beat Jesse Magdaleno? Well, this is a guy that was Carl Frampton's chief sparring partner. Spar with Leo Santa Cruz. So this guy is no business. You know what I mean? And he knows Jesse Magdaleno. I think when he was 4-0, he was sparring Jesse Magdaleno. And Magdaleno was 20-0 at the time. So it's an interesting fight. I mean, they really, really, really want to they really want to do a number. They talked about their current thing is what they're saying is that they want to beat him up, knock him out, and throw him over the Mexican wall. That's the thing that they're saying to stir up the Mexican people when he's over there. So that's what they're saying. So I just hope that they can actually deliver on the night. But I've got no doubt that Dogba will go on to be a world champion. He's such a talent, and he's done so well for himself so far. But this obviously is the real test for him. Okay, so I just want to do that little plug for Isaac Dogba. Check him out. The Lion of Africa, Isaac Dogba. Okay, let's see what people are saying now. Do I know who Neymar is? Yeah, I know who Neymar is. And one day I'll get Neymar to play for my football team on FM 17. He's a welterweight. Neymar, that's a boxer. I thought Neymar's a footballer. Oh, you're talking about Dogba. Yes, he had a good win on the Park undercard. He has fought, I think he fought since then. He's best player of PSG. Oh, yes, of course. Yeah, I've got my ultimate team. Check out my ultimate team. Bayloric, BAYLORIC TV 2014. Literally 2014. BAYLORIC TV 2014. Check it out on FIFA 18 on PS4. Right. Neville needs Carragher for the double act banter. He will be back in a couple of weeks when this blows over. I bloody well hope he does not, because that is not a good sign. That means that for Carragher to come back on Sky, I mean, Sky has got no sort of consideration for the viewing public. I mean, what he's done there is a minor crime. He spat at somebody else. It's disgusting. Should not be allowed. Should not be allowed. And what I'm saying to you is this. If Carragher had been watching that on tape, he himself would have been saying that person should be fired. If Thierry Henry wound down the window and spat at someone and Carragher had to make a comment, what would he say? Oh, you know, Thierry's my good mate, and you know he's a tremendous pundit, but at the end of the day, it's unacceptable behavior. So everyone knows it's unacceptable behavior. Sky knows it's unacceptable behavior. It's just, have they got it in them to pull the plug on Carragher? And the question is, two questions have to be asked here: is whether A, his legal team can give him a foothold to stay at Sky, and B, whether Sky have the balls or the what's the word? The conscience, the moral conscience to get rid of Carragher and say this behavior is unacceptable. People say Sky would never be the same after Keys and Gray. Well, to be honest, boxing's not been the same since ringside with Gary Norman. Since Gary Norman, Paul Dempsey, Glenn McCrory, Ian Dart, Sky boxing's never been the same. I don't care what anybody tells me. I don't care what everybody tells me. There's no way that anybody that they've got on Sky at the moment is the same class as what they had back in the ringside days. So yeah, Sky for me is no way as good as it was back then, for the boxing at least. Is Isaac still managed by the same woman Aja Carter has? Yes. He's still by her. Yes. Melissa. Yes. People always are replaced and quickly forgotten about. Neymar's the best player in soccer in Brazil. No, he isn't. Ingram is. Harry Kane spits in every interview. LOL. Yeah, maybe, but not the camera. I live in Brazil. Do you want a medal? LOL. He ain't had the internet very long, says Carrie Sowland. Oh, bye. I really like talk with you. Thanks. Need to get. So you've got. Do you have any Brazilian male friends and female friends? Have you got? I tell you, it's a good question. Do you have any female Brazilian friends that A, play football, or B, watch football? That's a good question for you, my friend. And if you do, let me know. I'd like to know your answer to that one. Leave him alone. He sounds mentally challenged. Your interview with Dimitri Bivol was fantastic. Found out a lot about the guy. His personality combined with his style of fighting means he rapidly becoming my favorite boxer. You look at that. We've got Dimitri Bivol. That's another one that the media won't jump. Will start to jump on now because he just beat Barrera. You've got what thing for me is you've got to spot guys early in their careers and say, you know what, this guy's the business. And it was their team that reached out to me and said, you know what, we'd like you to interview Dimitri. So that's a huge compliment. And Gail, wherever you are in the world, and if you're watching this at the moment, thank you so much for giving me that opportunity. And thank you so much again for the recommendation you gave me over LinkedIn. Appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, so Dimitri Bivol, what a fighter. We're all human, we all make mistakes. Yeah, but that's not a mistake. That spitting's not a mistake. A mistake is you may say something and you think, oh, so I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that. That's it. This guy had time to wind his window down, get the spit from the back of his throat and spit. That's not a mistake. That is not a mistake. That is deliberate. We must know the difference between something that's accidental and deliberate. Okay, and life isn't always about black and white. There's always a grey area, which I'm kind of coming to understand. But this is somebody who went out of their way and spat. This is somebody who wound the window down and went. He didn't think about it. He just did it because he thought he'd get away with it. That's not a mistake. I'm sorry. I cannot condone that. Carragher was playing in YouTube charity game and player dirty on purpose and tried tons every fight with some YouTube LOL YouTuber. Okay. Do you rate Spencer Matthews as a pundit? Who's that? Is that the only guy from Essex? I don't know. I don't know who he is. If you want a real boxing story, read up on Tim Tomask, how he got at the WBO Heavyweight Championship of the World against Tony Morrison, 30th of August 1993. That's a real live Rocky story. Wow, Jimmy the Hat. Okay, I will sometime. I'll check that out. So yeah, I'm sorry, you can't condone the behavior. You can't say it's a mistake. Jamie Carragher needs to be sacked, and his whole career as a TV pundit should be done. Look, Roy Atkinson? He said something derogatory on TV. Gone. Who else? Eric Bristow, the fine darts player, made a comment. Personal opinion. Gone. You name it. And these are people that have been on TV have made their comments. Ray Wilkins, he made some comments about certain players, and he got sacked. Is what it is. What football team do you support? The Gunners or the Goners? What time is manager tonight? As soon as I finish this, hello. What Carragher did? Carragher turned around. He ran. Somebody was giving him a bit of banter. He was driving past, wound his window down, and he spat at a person via the window. Wound his window down and spat at them. And supposedly, I think there's a 14-year-old girl involved. I don't know how the 14-year-old girl was involved. I wasn't watching. Glenn Hoddle. Look what he said. Glenn Hoddle. He said that. I think he said something like disabled people were cursed or something like that. They were cursed by God, and he got sacked. So these are people that have been sacked by making, cringeworthy comments on things, and they've been sacked. So flobbed at a kid, tut. Well, it's not so much as spitting. That's bad enough as it is. But wind your window down and spit. Let's not thinking about it. That to me is premeditated. You've had to think about it. You've wound your window down, you've thought about it, and you said, I'm going to spit at you. He said disabled people were playing for sins in the France for life. Yeah, like something like that. He said, my apologies. He said something like some crap like that. But I think he said something more than that as well. We related it to God as well, yeah. So, that's what I'm saying. You make comments like that in the media, you're going to get absolutely destroyed for it. And you're a public figure. Look, this guy, Ben Stokes, a cricketer. There's two sides to the story. One side of the story is that he was fighting in the middle of the street with somebody. He was drunk and he was having a fight. The other story is that he actually turned around and he was defending somebody who was being attacked because that person was homophobic. And Ben Stokes jumped in and saved it. Now, I don't know if that's a PR stunt there, where the PR people just spun it around quickly. Hey, listen, you're drunk. We're gonna have to clean this up real quickly. Let's make this story together. Their think tank's got it together and done that. Or generally Ben Stokes has done it. You don't know. But what we do know about Carragher is that he rolled his window down and he spat. And that was it. It was his face. He spat. That's it. Gone. Thoughts on Lomachenko Linares? Yeah, the fight has been finalized. I think either May 16th, I think it is. Linares and Lomachenko. Well, Lomachenko's in for a real fight now against a guy who has got good punching power, got good boxing ability. You know, you've got to say Lomachenko's fresher, but I'm not quick to give Lomachenko all this praise. Linares is a good fighter, but he's not peaking. He's on the other side of his career. Would be either maintain or he's dipping. So is it a good time? I don't know. A good fight. Yeah, Tubes. It's a biblical reference, though, I think. Yes. What? The England women's coach got the sack as well. What? Really? Did Neville get the sack? Look at what happened to Glenn McCrory. Hung out to dry by Sky. Listen, I spent a whole evening with Glenn McCrory. We spent a whole evening talking at the bar. Absolutely wonderful gentleman. We must have spoke about an hour and a half in Sheffield talking boxing, life. Really great guy, Glenn McCrory. Got a lot of time for him. We talked about Sky, his time at Sky, outside of boxing, exchanged personal stories. Really, really, really down-to-earth guy. I'd known Glenn for years, which reminds me, I need to get in contact with Glenn. He's with Boxing Social, but a lot of time for Glenn McCrory. Real top guy. Because he's a puppet. Did they sack McCrory for drink driving? They didn't sack Kirsty Gallagher for drink driving. Good point. Yeah, I don't. The thing about the drinking, I don't know. I don't know how much of that was true, and I don't know how much of that was true, and how much that was set up, and how much they wanted to get rid of him. I don't know. Come on, no one wants Kirsty Gallagher sacked. HA. Haha. Yeah, but I'm taking this away slightly. But what's her name? The one that's on Sky News. She's terrible. Kate Burley. She's awful. Absolutely awful. She's welcome in my sack anytime. She was all right back in the day. About 10 years ago, Kirsty Gallagher was all right. Back 10 years ago. Not anymore. Come on, man. Right. So I'm going to end this now because I've got my Football Manager to play tonight. If you want to know where that is, check it out. BWTM Gaming. We're on there most nights. And if you've got Twitch, check us out. BWTM Gaming over on Twitch. Right. Get Kate Abdo back. Okay, could do. What was I thinking? Yeah. And for those of you who love your music, we've got a real exclusive, a world exclusive tomorrow. The former manager of Destiny's Child, live and exclusive over on BWTM, the other channel, the entertainment news channel. We've got him tomorrow night, Tuesday, 9 p.m. Go check that out as well. So it's all happening. And we've still got some boxing interviews to do, and we've still got to do another trip. So much things are going on at the moment. Sign Hakim Ziyech for on FM17 Ingram. I've got him. I had Hakim Ziyech, and he was one of the guys that helped me win the Champions League. But it's 2018 now, my friend, and we're on FM 2018. And I've got a surprise for FM people on FM Manager of FM 18. Big surprise for you all tonight. Hope you're gonna like it. Right, I gotta go. I'm out of here. Thank you all for supporting the channel. Again, don't forget to check out Isaac Dogba. Check out the interview. Check out the Isaac Dogba war cry with his father, Paul Dogba. Two great guys. Quality. Right, I'm out of here. Thank you all, as always, for your support. I really appreciate you. Take care and have a good evening.